All right, so this is the VVS template. When you first get into it, we're using Pro Tools, by the way. This is the latest version of Pro Tools. And when you get into it, you can kind of see where everything is. I'll bring up the mixer as well, so you can kind of see the mixer and see where everything is. And basically, this is how we start every recording session. Like, this is what's already on the but I mean on the session. So this is basically so this is basically how we start every recording session. Like, all of the plugins that you see are what we would use in general. So I'll kind of walk you through what we use. You can see already there's VMRs everywhere. You see there's Metatune. I'm a Slate guy. I like the Slate Everything bundle. I'm gonna tell you why it's very affordable. For one, like, I think you can get it for 10 to 15 bucks a month, and it has everything you need. Like, if you got the Slate bundle and nothing else, you be straight. Like, you have enough to get it done. There's auto tune in there. There's EQs. There's compressors. There's VSTs if you want to make beats. Anna is cool. Like, they got the whole kilohertz bundle. Is dope. It's great. It's great value for money. And like I said, it's an all-in-one thing. Sometimes if you get Waves, or if you get these different brands, you got to pick and choose and get what you can afford at the time. But Slate, you just pay 10, 15 bucks and you get everything you need all at once. So go pick that one up for sure. And you'll see it a lot in here. So the first channel you see is the beat, right? So some of the stuff that's written in here, it's kind of old, no lie, but it still applies. So we were using auto tune subscription, and something happened, so we had to switch to something else. But I will say, get the app, auto key, and it'll tell you what key your song is in, which is also very important for setting the auto tune, which we use Metatune, we use Waves Tune, we have Antares auto tune as well. Metatune has kind of been winning lately. The first thing you have is the beat track, and you want to play your beat and figure out the key of the song. It's very important that you know the key of the song, so that every note that is corrected to the right key, to the correct key. So find out the key of your song. Next, we have the recording channel. So this is one thing that I think is just very different in recording rap, trap, hip hop, R&B, any of those kinds of music. You need a recording channel if you're working in Pro Tools. You keep this channel armed at all times, so that anytime the music is playing, if you hit 3, everything that's been said since the music was playing is recorded. It's very hard to mess up if you have a recording channel that's always armed and ready to go. So we have a recording channel, which basically, when we start the take, they record here, and once we got enough, boom, we're gonna drag it down to our playback channel, essentially what these are. And we have the same set of effects. We have 4 lead vocal channels that are all feeding one vocal bus, right? So we have VMRs on each channel because we use the Slate mic as well. We love the C800, the FG800, I'm sorry. We use that joint a lot, really on everybody's vocal. It's a great mic. It's a great emulation. We run through that, and then all of these vocals, if you're recording rap, there's a lot of punch-ins, punch-outs, right? So all of those punch-ins and punch-outs feeds this one bus. So it's like, it's just one channel coming through. It's like this one continuous take. And you can affect all of those differently. We also have a VMR here so that we can bust them all together. There's some effects that we kind of like to use a lot, but it's more of a starting point. We'll start here and tweak from here. Nothing is set. That's the important thing about a template. Nothing has to stay the same. It's all just a starting point. It's all just to get your ideas going, get the sound sounding like something that sounds, like a record. And then from there, you can tweak and pull back, or add to and make things, more of what you need it to be. So all of our lead vocals are feeding this bus right here, this lead bus. And like I said, we have the VMR. I like to keep a de-esser on the bus, just because the C800 the FG800 is a very clean and bright mic though, and so I want to make sure that we're controlling those S's as we hear them back, but we don't necessarily have to kill them permanently, which means we can take this plugin off and all the S's are still there. So I like working digitally because everything's reversible. If you make a mistake, or you find out later, like, yo, this is trash, I don't know what I was thinking, you can always undo it. So this is where all of our leads are going. Then when we get to the hook or the chorus of the song, we still record up here on this recording channel, and then we drag all of that audio down here to the hook. A lot of times people want to double their hooks. I like to pan them off each other slightly. That's why it says left and right, but you'll see they're running right down the middle, because sometimes it's just a dub. You don't have to pan it. And then that bus, all those hook punch-ins, punch-outs, dubs, everything, they're going into this bus. And again, if you need more, just hit a quick command and boom, duplicate it. I don't know the shortcut. I think is Option Shift D. Yes, man, I'm money. Bet. So you hit Option Shift D, you can duplicate any of these channels if you need more, and it's going to automatically feed that bus you needed to feed. Then we're still recording here. We've recorded all the vocals, we recorded the hook, we're ready to do that. We're ready to do that ad-lib track. We're gonna run all the way from the top, and then once we record that ad-lib, we're gonna drag it down here to our ad-lib bus, and it's already gonna feed this vocal bus for your ad-libs. And then we've got just a few effects. If they want a little distortion on a certain part, or they want like the deep, dark, pitch down vocals, we already have those channels set up. So whenever you record in your normal voice, you can just drag it down here to one of these effect channels, and boom, you already got the effect built in. Super dope, super easy. It's built in, it works great. And then all of our vocals, you see all Vox right here. All of our vocals are going to this one specific bus right here. All Vox. And the reason we like to work this way is because you have a bus right here where all of your vocals are going, and if you have stems or if you just have the beat, you have a bus right here where the beat is going, all of your instruments and everything. So that way you can instantly balance them. If there's too much vocal, you can turn every vocal down with one fader. If there's too much beat, you can turn everything down with one fader. So it gives you a lot of control in a quick, easy way, which is what you need when you're tracking vocals, when you're in a session. You don't want to waste anybody's time. They're paying a lot to be there. So make sure that you're efficient, you're ready to go, you got things set up so you can move quickly. Now, if we go back to the top of these channels, you can see there's also sends on them. So this is the vocal verb, and it's just the slate. Slate again, man. Slate again is the Verb Suite Classic. I call this VVS long verb. I don't know why. I like to boost the mids though, get some pre-delay. And these are the things you really want to go in and tweak specific to the song. The pre-delay you want to listen for. Chorus you might not want in a specific song. You don't want the reverb to be so washed out. You might not want it to be as mid-forward depending on the voice that you're recording. So these things you definitely want to tweak depending on the song you're working on. But like I said, it's already built in there for you. That's for the reverb. And then you can also see we have a CLA effects, which is really is kind of magic in a box. It does everything. If you open it up, and it's so easy. This is just the as you can see, I've got VVS saved like templates within every plugin just because I know what I like. And this is again just a starting point. And this is kind of how we set up the CLA effects, and it gives you a lot of those spaced out, super wide, huge echo. And really the main thing I use there is that canyon, which is just this huge long reverb, and it makes your ad-libs just like fall way to the back of the song sometimes. It's like they're yelling from the end of a football field, and you can really achieve that with just one plugin, so that's super dope. After that, what do we have? The quarter delay, which is these are time-based effects, which basically mean that they go along with the beat of the song. So if you want a very fast delay, we have a 1/8 delay already set up. We have a quarter note delay, and we have a half note delay. Basically, however they want the echo to sound, you can send it to one of these delays, and it'll already be set up to go in the right tempo. And I'm just using from Plugin Alliance the BX2500. I like this delay a lot. I don't really have any of this stuff set, but you definitely want to mess with the feedback and mess with the filters, because this is how you can really kind of get that echo out of the way of the rest of the vocals and let it sit. I turn on sync so that it's on beat, and I just boost the gain a little bit and turn the gain out. So this is what's coming in, this is what's going out. I'll boost the input a little bit just so that we get more of the delays, and I'll just turn the output down. I don't even know if it's doing anything, but I just like the way it sounds. Then what else do we have? Oh, we have the parallel compression for the vocal, which I just sent to a CLA 76 Blueface. I mean, you have to, I don't want to say you have to have this plugin, because you can do the same thing with a lot of other things within the slate. You know, you can use their vintage 1176, but the CLA is just something about it, man. It just works well, and that's just really crushing the vocal, so I can just have a consistent, slab of vocal running parallel to the more dynamic, less compressed, main vocal that's coming in. So it's blended in, and that's also going to the bus that all the other vocals are going to. Other than that, that's pretty much it. As you can see down here is just some meters, the loudness meter, just so we can make sure nothing's clipping. We can make sure that we're getting a good healthy signal, and the VU meters just to make sure there's a little bit of headroom. And that's pretty much the template, man. That's the VVS template in a nutshell. Y'all got any questions? Hit me up, man. Send an email info@VVS, drop a message, comment, whatever. Let's get it.